I want to say thank you for helping celebrate the marriage of Madi and Carl. I know some of you have traveled a long way. We have folks here from Oregon, right? California, Texas, Montana, to name a few. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have all 50 states and 6 countries represented, right? I'll check in on that. But I was told that I get 90 seconds before they start playing me off the stage. But before I forget, March 30th, marks my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mark. Now back to the football game. Carl, I want to be the first to officially welcome you to the family. I was a family for a while. I've known him now for a little over 7 years, and while it seems they may have rushed into this marriage, Kristen and I were 8, so 7's a little early. There's one story that sums up how well I know Carl. It started on July 18th, 2019. Carl had made the bold decision to travel with the Lynch family to Spain that year. Never been to Europe. We had flown over about a week or two ahead of Carl. Since I had worked elsewhere in Europe, I was tasked for picking him up at Madrid airport and getting a quick tour of the capital city before heading north to Jefferson. We didn't know each other very well. But there was an airport with a big sign that said boats. Little did he know that at the bottom of the sign in Spanish, it said, "Welcome back from prison." He came through immigration and proceeded to spend the day seeing every site we possibly could. We had a drink in almost every bar in all of Madrid. We saw the palace, the Prado. I even had him row me around a boat in the Hero Park. It's a little romantic, if I would say. It was a fantastic day and a great way to get to know him better. Between the drinks and the jet lag, we had been up for 32, 34 straight hours. By the time I got him to Aguilar, Matt felt like that. 36 hours of endurance, right? But nonetheless, he survived my initiation, and since that time, he has become part of the family at every holiday, birthday, every important date, and I cannot ask for a better friend. Matt, you just look stunning. I had 360 days. That's good. I had 365 days to prepare to give a father and bride speech, and yes, I stand here speechless at how you do it. Dubbed the golden child, and mostly by herself, I think, but Maddie arrived on August 25th, 1999. She was the first kid on either side of the Lynch and Johnson families and proceeded to be spoiled to no end. Quite a few of the perpetrators are here in the audience today. She was the first of my 3 princesses, discovered 2 in Claire, and counter to my preconceived notions of having girls, she did not go the way of pink, pigtails, dolls, or bows. She's brilliant, she's athletic, and she is kind, to name a few. She's a National Merit Scholar, a volleyball player, a soccer player, and to me and JP's part, a band member. But one thing you might not know about Maddie is how tough she is. I coached her in basketball a few years, and I remember her getting fouled really hard in the game. She had blood running down her face. She comes over. I try to take her out of the game, and she wanted no part of that. Kept playing. She's like, "Dad, please. On the soccer field, she would put girls on their back, and after the play, pick them up and apologize, say, "Sorry, we scored." Heck, she once played an entire soccer match, and Kristen and I don't want to admit to this, with a broken arm. I know, great parents, right? Rub some dirt on it, we said. She's had not one, but 2 surgeries on her ankle from soccer. Just a really tough, determined woman. We've had a lot of great adventures together, and I've tried to make sure you see the world and have great experiences. We've had the fortunate luck to be able to eat lunch on Eiffel Tower, Easter Mass with the Pope and the running of the nuns. You threw up seeing the cliffs of Moore, and walked through the red light district in Amsterdam. Probably not supposed to say that. I even made you trek around Germany in a walking boat. I believe there was 583 steps to the top of the cathedral in a walking boat. 583. Again, a tough girl. But if you could see Maddie now, working with the kids at her work. You won't see that toughness. Not at all. What you will see is one of the most kind, caring people you will ever come across. The videos she sends me and Kristen of her kids hugging her and hanging all over her will melt your heart. You have really grown into a fantastic woman, and I cannot be your friend. I will end with just a quick word to the new couple. Madi and Carl. Most of us try to remember dates in our life. I mentioned a few in my little monologue here. March 29th, June 7th, August 25th. It's pretty easy to remember those dates. It's easy to remember birthdays, anniversaries, holidays. At least most people, right? However, as I've matured, and especially in the last few years with the passing of my father and my little brother, I've come to realize that days, and not dates, are far more precious. Each and every day that we spend with the ones we love are truly gifts. Gifts that should never be taken for granted. So while I always remember June 7th, every year is Kristen and my anniversary, I value far more the 10,157 days that we've been married. And while August 25th is probably the most important day of the year, right? I appreciate the 9,348 days that you have been my other princess. While March 29th will go down in history, just make sure that moving forward, that you and Carl value each other each and every day. Don't take random days for granted. Sometimes they're the most important. Respect each other, listen to each other, and most importantly, love each other each and every day. So please join me as I raise a glass to Madi and Carl. And may all of your precious days together be filled with love,